Hey, 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 beautiful humans. How goes your flow? Happy Leo season. Oh my gosh, I'm excited, excited, excited. How y'all doing? It is Leo season and Cancer season. Thank you so much for all the inner work that you did during what was, remember, we have Jupiter in Cancer for the next year. And this settling into this energy has been an opportunity for each of us to expand into the home space, which is our heart space. And in order to do that, there's no doubt that you blew through obstacles. You made it to the other side, if you will. So let's just get this Palo Santo going. We're going to get into it. I hope to make it short and sweet today. A song popped in right before I was coming live, and it's Is This Love by Whitesnake? I don't know. And the message I really heard, it's like the play on words and stuff. Yes, you are love. 121 there on the clock, and then 123. And it feels like Leo season. This is about stepping into our majesty, stepping into the experience of the human being, HUE, human being, divine royalty. And it's not often seen. It's not often seen. And yet at this time it does feel as if it's going to be visible more and more to the naked eye. So, you know what? I'm already feeling parched. The message that came through today, which started a whole stream of messages coming through, this message is growth takes place in the gracious space of the unknown. Welcome home, sweet child divine. It's divine alignment time. Be proud, sacred ground, crowning, glory story. And so again, it's the whole majesty of Leo season, like adjusting our crown and coming out into the world as we are, the truth of our hearts, and courageously moving forward. And for all of you who resonate with anything here, whether you're new or coming back, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the beautiful work you do. And it's time that you recognize you are, in fact, a royal child divine and born to shine and born to be your beautiful, unique, gracious self out there in the world. Shine, just you don't have to do anything other than be yourself. And it takes time in order for us to get to a space and a place of grace where we are just able to be ourselves as we are, moment to moment. And we see it here with these sharings on, almost a daily basis. We see it here, always changing, always open to what is currently, and we are the current in the present moment. And the present moment here and now is the gift. And it's our life, and it's about time we lived it. So at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting our ability to come out and shine and be who we are. It's time. And, instead of being a legend in our own minds, let's go out in the world and truly be the legend we came to be. The one who walks the razor's edge, if you will, the fine balance between the spiritual realms and it was 444 there, the spiritual realms and this earthly plane, which is meant to be the proverbial or the biblical, let's say, not proverbial, proverbial Garden of Eden, the heaven on earth experience. If we're not going to experience heaven while we're here, when will we? And no one can say for sure, right? Nobody can say for sure. This is, as far as I can figure out thus far, this is where the experience is meant to be experienced. It's the whole entire purpose of being human, because our essence is spiritual in nature. Our essence is our soul. It's eternal. The human, the skin and bone, is a temporary human home. It is the temporary home of the human soul. And so this welcome home energy is really coming back online to our heart space. Even if you've been at this for a long time, decades, and felt very, open and heart wise, heart smart, if you will, something's changed. It's a whole new it's a whole new experience of love. And it's really not something that we ought to spend too much time trying to understand, right? Because growth takes place in the gracious space of the unknown. So trust in the seeds that you have sown, trust in the inner work that you have done. Hey, Miss Mo, how goes it? Happy Leo season. I haven't recorded your messages yet. I'm just going to trust the process, and as we always do. So thank you for your patience. So we're going to touch today. It's going to be a touch on the astrology as it's been coming through. And today, some really, really, really beautiful messages came through after my little cue card writing here. 707. Through our physical body, we are reset and we're set free to experience the newness of being, the newness of this season. And it's the newness of love, because every season is truly about love, our ability to love ourselves and to grow, evolve, right? To remain hopeful, hope, helping our purpose evolve. And that's a moment to moment thing. We can't intellectualize that. I've tried. I've tried most of my life to intellectualize most things. And yet at the core of it, it's always about the call for love, the call from the child within who is worthy and deserving of love, the call from the child within who is worthy and deserving of being seen in the world as they are. And again, it's not like that egocentric way. We see that at play all the time. It is in the space of honoring our divinity, that we are children divine, each and every one of us born to shine. Our little light, this little light, your little light. And by shining our light, we ignite the little lights of others, or at least inspire curiosity, pique the curiosity. So today we have the sun moving into Leo, and on the 24th, on Thursday, 2 days from now, we'll be live then as well. 2 days from now, we have the new moon in Leo. And our last new moon in the sign of Cancer was in a square to Neptune and Saturn. And now the new moon is in a trine to Neptune and Saturn. And this speaks of moving beyond the boxiness of the mind and into the spaciousness of the heart, the spiral beyond the box, if you will. So I was guided to write, speak your truth. What remains is the best of you. So after everything that you've been through, after everything that you've been shedding and releasing, remember, we're in a universal 9 year, the year of the snake, the wood snake, shedding skin that doesn't fit. And that's what with that song choice and the artist White Snake, when I shared it here in the live chat comments, was guided to write sappy perhaps, yet it is the song that popped in. Shedding skin that no longer fits. So as we shed the skin that no longer fits, it's like if you've ever seen a piece of tarnished silver or brass or copper, anything, and then you shine it, you give it some attention, and it's rough sometimes to shine those things. There's a little bit of grit. You got to use some grit, and that doesn't feel great. Yet, when you polish it off and wipe all the grit off, what's left is pure radiance, the authenticity of the vessel, whether it's us or whether it's a drinking vessel or a utensil or whatever. You get the drift. And so this is where we are. This is where we are. And what else was I guided to write? So with this new moon, we still have Mars in Virgo, which the message of Mars in Virgo is soul on fire. Mars is about cutting the emotional baggage from our life, the draggage, the stuff that's been holding us back, the stuff that lessons in love, if you will, the stuff that we needed to go through. That's the grit. That's the grit that supports the polish. And then what's left behind is the work that we do. So we've welcomed the grit into our experience. Perhaps the grit's always been a part of our experience. Regardless, it's our responsibility to clear the grit, and beyond our own bullshit, the sacred lives. Virgo is like the sacred microscope, right? As a Virgo, I know my moon's in Leo, so I'm very excited about the moon. And this whole season, the summer solstice season, is my season with an ascendant in Cancer, the moon in Leo, and the sun in Virgo. So it's always an intense and exciting time each year because we're about to turn the page, a new chapter, and it's a perfect opportunity now because we have Mercury retrograde or stationing retrograde, to reflect on all of it. And so I was guided to write here. You guys know how I roll different colors and twirls and arrows and hearts. But I was guided to write the sacred microscope. I've never thought of Virgo like that before because I've lived very much in the anal eyes of the Virgo perspective, as well as perhaps a little bit in the egocentric nature, feeling a little more in tuned than the most. And so right now, though, there's a writing. There's a righting of wrongs, and there's stability in our ability to practice humility. Lyrical Lisa's in the house today. And Virgo's also about birthing our new holy life. This is like the womb space of the zodiac, the only feminine in the zodiac, So this is the mother, the divine mother, the sacred lover, the healer, the nurturer, the compassionate one who was born to have an experience filled with fun. And now is that time to begin to have the experience, live the experience. Mars in Virgo is I was guided to write here because the south node of the moon is in Virgo. And this is about an initiation into service that is sacred. And all service begins at home, like charity, like anything. Everything begins at home, and we are the home. So this welcome home energy, a lot of times someone else, like my son, for example, came home yesterday. It was a homecoming, a welcome home into the space that we live. And yet for all of us, where is the space that we live day in and day out? We are the home. We are the home. I'm getting warm. We are the home of the eternal soul, and we are the initiate of that which is sacred. All of us may not recognize it at this time. Who am I kidding? All of you here do, because if you resonate with anything that I share, this is your story too. This is our story, the hero's journey, the resurrection. Merging and integration of emotional, mental, spiritual, and etheric bodies. And the question that came through is, am I fulfilled? And that's just the question. So there's a question for you. Am I fulfilled? And if so, list the ways, and if not, why not? Because if you're not filling your own cup, if you're not fulfilled in your own life, who's going to fulfill your life? Nobody. Nobody is. This is a time of manifesting dreams, and some of us may feel as if we're hitting walls, coming up against walls. We're not. We are breaking down barriers in our own heart space, in our own mental body. We are the ones who must create the space within our experience. Mercury retrograde. Mercury is asking us to reflect, not project, right? We've all experienced projection of others, right? And we've all projected